To the immature mind, boundaries appear to be rules that restrict or limit joy. I can't have any fun because of dad's rules. These sort of things are how the mind interprets, perceives boundaries. But really, these boundaries protect the sacredness of life. They protect the very things that we enjoy. Give you an example. I was just on a canoe trip with my kids the past 3 weekends. One of their questions was, how come we have to have the fire in the fire pit? How come we can't just make our own fire pit somewhere else? Well, you see, those are boundaries. The fire pit is literally a boundary that contains the fire. It's not to limit or restrict our fun in nature. It's actually to protect the very thing that we have come to enjoy. We've come to immerse ourselves in Mother Nature and enjoy her beauty. And the rocks of the fire pit are the boundaries that contain the fire. Not out of fear, but out of respect for that element. It protects the beauty of Mother Nature. And that's the reason why we respect the boundary and have the fire in the designated fire pit. Well, from that perspective, it doesn't just seem like some sort of rule that the provincial park where we went is creating. It doesn't sound like, well, Dad doesn't allow us to have fun while camping. No, actually, you see, that's what actually allows us to have fun. Burn down the park and we can't go there anymore to enjoy the very thing that we love. Canoe tripping, camping, hiking, swimming, all that stuff. All the fun. We sort of ruin when we don't respect the boundary. And this can be seen in so many different examples, everyday examples. No shoes in the house. Well, it's not just a rule. It's not just a policy. It's because when you're experiencing that sacredness that you are, everything is sacred. Your home is sacred. And that no shoe policy is created, it's respected, because you see your very home as sacred. The floor that you walk on is so sacred that you don't come in with your muddy shoes. You take your shoes off at the door. It's seen as disrespectful to come in with your muddy shoes. So it's not about limiting fun. You see, the immature mind needs consequences to learn these boundaries. when the kids come in with their muddy shoes. Well, you take your shoes right off right there, walk them to the door, and go ahead and grab the vacuum cleaner, the mop, or a rag, or whatever it is that's going to clean up that mess. And when you clean the floor yourself, you learn to respect your own home. It's another example. A lot of times these boundaries are about protection for one's safety. Keeping one safe allows one to enjoy the very thing that you love doing longer. When you stay safe, then you can keep on returning to the thing that you love doing. There's a longevity. If you don't respect that boundary, you break that boundary and hurt yourself. Well, now you're hurt and you can't enjoy the thing that you love doing. So when one experiences the consequences of their actions, the consequences for breaking those boundaries, then one learns through those consequences of their actions to respect those boundaries and sees it from a new perspective, from a place of reverence and honor. And when it's seen from that perspective, the perspective that's mature, it sees how these boundaries are there to protect, there to support, there to sustain life. They're not there to limit or constrain or suppress. They serve the very thing that you love. And when it's experienced like that, that service, that protection, that respect, one is experiencing the sacredness of life in everything that you do. If this message resonates in your heart and you are ready to respect these boundaries, honor them, and experience the sacredness in your everyday life, I invite you to join me in truth.